Yo, 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 yo. We are live. Doing something a little bit different today while I'm talking. I mean, the point of these is just that I'm talking, but it's nice to have something going on. All streams today have been drawing stuff or video game design, like 3D design stuff. And I used to be very big on mechanical keyboards, putting together and customizing mechanical keyboards. It's kind of interesting. Keyboards is one of the few technologies that is absolutely worse now in every respect since, say, the 80s or 90s, which is mechanical. Keyboards were originally mechanical, like this. They make it's much more aesthetic. It feels much nicer. I won't say it can sound much nicer. That's part of sort of the goals of a keyboard hobbyist, is to get the perfect feeling and sounding keystroke. The perfect, or not perfect, the most desired sound among mechanical keyboard people is for a thocc, like that, but very deep. And you have to be pressing it to really understand, because it's definitely not just the sound. It's a mix for the person experiencing it. It's a mix of the sound and the feeling. But if you're a mechanical keyboard guy and you're listening to it, you can just recognize it. But anyway, and this is one I made ages ago. TKC 1800. It's a kit. Like, I didn't build every part myself. I had the case. What comes in the kit actually? I think it's just the case and the PCB, which is the circuit board, in case you're not a computer nerd. Like, when you see green circuit boards, that's what PCB is. I don't think it came with any switches. Did it come with buttons? I don't even think it came with this this keycap set. That's why some of the caps are weird. I've got a left button on the up button, some cherries down here on the right side, Alt Control, Windows. And basically this one got semi-ruined after a couple of liquid accidents, basically, just spilling coffee or Red Bull or some shit. Speaking of which, let's just move this into my mouth instead. I want to get sort of another light. Where should I put this light? Or I could just turn up this light. Actually, let's pump this up one. So what I did immediately was rip off most of the keycaps and then just cover the whole thing in rice. That's why there's still bits of rice in here, which we're gonna have to fish out. So I'm gonna pull off the rest of the keycaps, fish out all the rice. I don't know if I'm gonna remove the switches. I'm hoping the damage and dirtiness doesn't really go far beyond just underneath the caps. But it is hot swappable, which means these... Do I have a spare one of these I can just show? These things, the switches, can just be popped in and out of the circuit board. They're not soldered. Did I solder them? I'm actually not 100% sure this is not soldered. In fact, let's just find that out right about now. I should rip this out. Ooh, it might be soldered. Tricky. Let me put this back. Sorry. Anyway, it's real nasty and busted up. I'm gonna try and rip one out. If it's soldered and I rip it, I'll re-solder it. Okay, damn yeah. I think I did solder it. Fine. Fine. God, look at those fucking hair everywhere. I'm hoping it's not a write-off. I really don't. If I have to unsolder everything and resolder it, it might be a write-off because I have a second PCB. I have a second set of circuitry for this, so I could just take the keycaps, the housing, and the USB, even though I used a shitty... It's actually not shitty, you know, I was going to say shitty. It's Amazon Basics, but it's actually not shitty. Amazon Basics, some of their cables are actually decent, in my opinion. Because the PCB, I think... Can't see, maybe we'll just open up the PCB later. Uses mini USB, which is obviously not so common. So I'm just going to start fishing these caps. I already took off the numpad, extended numpad. I quite like this. That's one of the reasons I like this keyboard. I'd like to keep it in circulation instead of you know, more normal. Oh, you can actually see here more normal keyboard layout. Keyboard, arrows, numpad, and then you've got this middle section here: page up, page down, home, delete, end, insert. That's all in the numpad on this one, which means it's taller but not as wide, so might be a more convenient shape for some people. It is for me. Wow, this is a fucking mess. Holy shit. I've been trying to find some new true crime documentaries, but I'm just finding nada. Absolutely nada. Just started like a few minutes before going live. It's paused now, but started to rewatch Staircase, if you remember that. It was quite big on Netflix a few years ago. Someone Peterson. Well, it's not really a spoiler alert because it's just my opinion. In my opinion, that it's very obvious that the husband did it and it's not an accident. The intruder theory is ridiculous. The Falcon theory is ridiculous. He seems like a liar. Everything he says seems like a lie. He doesn't seem upset or grieving for even a moment. And he has this really... It's hard to explain, but he like... In a subtle way, he over-explains and over gives his thoughts on and over analyzes and over rationalizes everything, even like the simplest question. It's just too much, and it's just so obvious he's trying to spin careful lies and reframings, and he thinks he's being very slick. He's one of those guys who thinks he's slick but doesn't realize how transparent he is to other people. I'm just taking all these fucking keys off. This is a mess. This is kind of a brutal it's a brutal restoration job. And my back fucking hurts like shit, so it's hard to sort of stay relaxed, steady-handed, stay patient. All that's quite difficult for me. But if I start to rage too hard, I can always end the stream. I would build a brand new keyboard. I haven't got any stuff. But I am too poor, so it's definitely not a rich person hobby. It's not like sailing your own yacht or something, but it's definitely not a poor person hobby. Everything about it is expensive. Caps are expensive, switches are expensive, all the things you basically need, like you need a certain kind of lubricant to film and lube the switches, that's all expensive. PCBs are expensive. There's a market now of sort of nice curled USB cables that are insanely expensive. It's been very quickly jumped on by lots of companies that want to make lots of money. Mats like this, like just the mouse pad effectively. Super expensive ones. Like there are mechanical keyboards that are like, to buy all the individual parts you would need to make it would be thousands and thousands and thousands. Fuck, I forgot to get damn, I have no idea where that key went. One key just flew off. I need to shit. I had alcohol wipes somewhere, which I'll need to clean all the keycaps. Some of them are a bit sticky. I can't remember what kind of keycaps these are. I don't think they're expensive though. They're probably like ABS or some bullshit. The switches are... they're okay. They're like okay basic. They're just gateron browns, I think. Browns are my favorite of the three basic gateron colors: brown, red, blue. Blue is the most like clackety. Probably sounds more like an actual keyboard from the 90s, but if you do a lot of writing, for me that can be a bit rough on the ears. Wow. Looking at it, yeah, it looks soldered. This is almost embarrassing how dirty this is. I mean, I did deliberately fill it with rice, but still. If you use a computer a lot though, like it's your job basically, like you have a computer job, I wouldn't recommend making a mechanical keyboard, but I would recommend buying a nice mechanical keyboard. When I say nice, I mean maximum $200, like from Keychron, say. Keychron's quite a I think that's quite a safe, decent, good ratio of like popular decent quality, decent prices. I say popular as an important thing because I think they're quite a large business now, so they have more economies of scale than smaller places. Postage free, I think, shit like that. And it means they can have more stock of more models at any one time. This keyboard here in the background is really nice. It's Keychron. It's the Keychron. I can't remember. It's one of the metal ones though. This is solid metal. It probably weighs how much this weigh? It's like upwards of. That's like a good couple kilos. I put my own switches in though. That one is hot swappable, so you can just rip out all the switches or have it without buy it without switches. Put in your own, which again wouldn't recommend for a beginner. I would just have ready-made lubed and filmed switches, and then just see how you get on with it. This is full size. All my keyboards are at least full size. I don't like much more popular are smaller keyboards. It's done in percentage. 100% being it has the full set of standard buttons, and then so keyboard size expressed as a percentage of that. So like 65% is probably the most common or the most popular size keyboard, which is basically no numpad and no F keys. And everything's sort of compacted into this space square, so the escape will be brought into this. Arrows moved in. But I like minimum 100%. I say minimum because you can get more than 100%. I've got a 300 or 400% keyboard. It's massive. It looks like a airplane cockpit or like music. I'm just sorry, I'm picking bits of hair and rice out with my hands first. Or like a big mixing deck in a sound studio. Levels deck. Fuck, this is nasty. I'm gonna need something. I'm going to put down a protective layer or something. Okay, hold up. Actually, I'm gonna find a couple things. I had like proper screen wipes. I'm just gonna use these little alcohol wipes. But it's kind of a waste because they're tiny. I'm gonna put all the keycaps into this jug. with that later. Don't need the tools for now. Then it might be a good idea to put this down too. Try and catch. Is that really soldered? I can't believe I soldered it. Just some crude cleaning first. I used to have like it's like a jelly, like a jello. You just leave and it sinks into all the nooks and crannies, but it's still viscous enough that it all sticks together, so you can just pull it out with all the hair, etc. stuck on it. I'm actually going to have to hold this upside down. This is pretty nasty. I'm going to throw it out my window. Gross. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to at least take apart the case of it, like I don't know what it's called. It's just called the case. Like the case would be something you actually put to keep like a travel case. God, this is nasty. Now I'm not sure how this opens. I'm like re-familiarizing myself with this keyboard. Ah, there's... Never mind. One, two. She has a good design, has releases. Okay, we're gonna be doing proper surgery now. Nasty. It's mostly just dust and crap, so I can use this old toothbrush for the most part. Yeah, I can see I made some alterations to it myself. For example, all this, there's big bits of foam. There's a strip of foam all the way down, and then here I just put some miscellaneous foam. It's plastic and hollow, so the foam is just to absorb a lot of the vibration and sound. It's pretty effective. This is the mini USB. Yep. And I've covered the back with masking tape. I'm gonna peek under somewhere. Yep, it's soldered. definitely to separate these two layers. The plate, the PCB, and then the plate on top, the housing plate for the things. I would have to unsolder. There's about two or three solders per switch. I'd have to unsolder all of them, separate it, resolder. It's not worth it. I don't think any of this dirt is affecting the function. Gonna have to use some compressed air on this, which I do have handy. Don't have the goop sadly, but we got compressed air. I use compressed air to clean my computer sometimes as well. Okay, let's get rid of all this. This is being sent to my downstairs neighbor again. Okay, so we have the PCB plate, and then I'm a bit worried. There's a couple switches here that I tried to rip out when I didn't realize it was not hot swap. There might be some hairs inside the mechanism, so I'm gonna have to separate out some of these take apart some of these switches whilst they're still soldered. I'm not unsoldering. So we have thus far case foamed up. I'll reinsert all these little foams once we're all cleaned up. I need it. I'm gonna smoke. And then I'm gonna compressed air, try and get some of all the dust. Then I will do a bit of cleaning with alcohol wipes. Let it dry, put it together. Then I'm gonna very quickly clean each of the key. You know what? I'm kind of tempted just to put the keycaps in water. Just let them soak. Warm water. Let them soak. Is that a good idea? Because they're a bit sticky, so I can't just brush them. They've got dried Red Bull or some shit on them. You know? Because there's no one here, I've started up the staircase again. I'll pause if someone comes in. It's a hell of dirty. And I'll need to pee. Foul show. God, this Peterson guy is so full of shit. It's unreal. He's so I mean, Okay, we're back in action. I got the compressed air here. I'm going to try and do it so you can see, but I don't want to make too much mess. I want to sort of direct it. Okay. I'm going to use some alcohol swabs, like medical swabs. I don't really mind if there's dust on this. I'm not going to replace all the foam. It's fine. It's below the PCB, so I don't think it's going to cause a problem. I'm going to clean all the worst bits out anyway. Pull big hairs. Use another wipe here. For the whatever this is called, mantle. I can't remember the names of anything. God. Okay. Now, which one of these did I rip up? fine. Actually, might be messing up the orientation of the brown bit here. Just going to make sure these have no major dough on them, and then they're going in. Hear that? I don't know how good my mic is. Sounds pretty good though. I'm doing most of these right. Not 100% sure where everything goes. I'm just getting some of the areas ready. Slowly, slowly. Episode 2 of Staircase, by the way. I think it's already obvious he did it, but... The escape, I might use a different button from another set. Oh yeah. I need to look up the layout. TKC. escape button, should we do clear, mustard, ketchup, same size, slightly bigger. Let's do the red. Looking much better. Oops. And the escape button looks cool. And I'm now going to plug it in and test it. It's a shame I can't just... Can I just switch to on screen? And I can't remember... Oh, fuck. There's like a program you can use to test all the keys. I'll just plug it in and type in text edit or something. Let me just free up fuck, what is the name of that program? There's a program for programming the keys of a custom keyboard. VMK? Well, I just searched it all in Google using the keyboard, so I think it's doing okay. It's called Via. Found it. And how do I use this? Key tester. Oops. TKC 1800 key tester. this is mute. Volume down, volume up. What's this? Pause. Okay. That's weird. Left control and the right control button is also left control. That's not good. This is right alt. This is F12 apparently. Okay, that's yeah, F12 is sometimes useful. That's F12. Uh-oh, the 2 doesn't work. It's quite cool. Look, you can see it lights up. Scroll lock, num lock, caps lock. Okay, so this is left control. That's wrong. We're going to reprogram that. This is left and this is right alt and left control. That's mega wrong. This is F12. That's fine. And we have no F10, 9, 10, 11 buttons. I might put some custom caps on this then. I got some more. Well, I've got thousands of caps. Okay, so we're going to reconfigure this. Right, this is right. Control. Okay. That's all fine then. So I'm going to unplug it. And then see if there's anything we can do about the 2. I am not soldering it, unsoldering it, resoldering it. Not now anyway. I don't know if it was before, but this is definitely now correctly orientated. If it's dead, I will solder it. It's better than using the fresh PCB and just starting again. Could sell the PCB as well. I need money, so. It's dead. It's totally dead. That is too bad. Shall I replace these for? Back in a second. Got a lot of complete sets I'm not going to break open of keycaps. I'm just going to look through all my miscellaneous. You know what? I think this actually is complete. This one. So I'm not going to use this one either. These are cool though. These are Latin and, you know, English letters and Inuit. This is about a third of the set, I think. I don't know why it was loose with the others. I got cool ones. I got Arabic one. I got Korean one or Hangul one. I built one for a friend of mine who was learning Arabic. But he's since married an Indian woman and is trying to learn Indian, so. That's too bad. Because you can get Indian keyboards. What's all this? This is all lube, other lube, tip tinner, solder paste, nope, films. Films are like tiny. This splits in two. It's got two housing, the bottom and the top. The film is like a little, like these things I was putting in the keyboard, bits of foam, very thin, absorbent piece of foam that goes around them, so they don't rattle against each other. Anyway, don't need them. Some caps here. Oh, they've got bright orange escape with escape written on it. That's cool. These are spare keychron caps, actually, I think. This is nice equipment for the big pieces, space bar and such, stabilizers. random keycap here. A macro key, M9, with what looks to be Arabic. These are nice, kiwi somethings, I think. Very smooth, nice line, nice pressure line or whatever it's called. Pressure graph. Some gateron browns, ooh, some bobas, very nice. Some clacky blues. I've lubed. I think these are all lubed. I'm gonna check for some others. Got all the spares and extras from the cap set in use. Alrighty, we have the remaining caps of this set. So we have some cherries, a 00. Ooh, we've got the at. We've got double apostrophe. We've got quotation marks. Let's see what that actually is here. Oh no, it is that. That's fine. You get like, because all keyboards are different shapes and sizes, you get all different size controls, alts, shifts, an ISO enter, big enter, like a new British keyboard. these are. I don't know what these are. These are for hyper. And it's with logical symbols. Yes. One day I'll make a keyboard with these for sure. These are sick. Yeah, you can see the hyper key. Hyper. So, ooh, some Roman numerals. I'll make a keyboard with that one day. That's sick. Wow, this is... Holy shit. This is factory sealed. I don't even know what this is. We're gonna do a live reveal here. Cool. I don't know what these are. Nice little it's a numpad set. It's a numpad set. These are really nice though. These should all be kept together, I think. Maybe I'll make a nice numpad one day on stream. It's nice though. Very cool. Where did I buy this? Prototypist, apparently. Don't recall. We'll stick with the red for now. Shall I switch to this? I use numpad a lot is the thing. And not having the 2 is really fucking annoying. Yeah, I won't use it for now. But I'm glad I got it cleaned. All the caps back on. Or maybe not cleaned, cleaner. All the caps back on. pretty sweet. It is plastic, but it's like one of those, it's very thick, dense plastic, you know. Doesn't sound very too rattly or tinny. That might just be all the foam and masking tape I shoved in it, but spacebar's tinny, but spacebar's the hardest one to get the thocc on. That's nice. See, that's nicer than this. I'll do them by the mic. Better. Worse. That's spacebar and shift. Spacebar, shift, or enter rather. Don't need none of this. Just to show you the keycaps. So just some nice keycaps. £250, which is like, what is that? $325. That's with a discount, deep discount. 43, $55 off. Two of them free. Cheapest two free. So you see what I mean? It's expensive. You got £250 keycaps. Those are nice ones, but still. Keycaps can be well over £1 a cap. You're going to have well over 100 of those, at least on a 100% keyboard. Stabilizers for the big keys cost money. The films you put in between cost money. And then you lubricate the switches. You need to buy a special lube that's expensive, paintbrushes, all the tools. Then you need an actual circuit board and case like this, like something to actually put together. If you're soldering it, you use soldering iron. Like this is probably, I can't even remember. The case plus 2 circuit boards, hundreds of dollars for sure. So you can get to a very expensive keyboard very quickly. I would sell this one. I'm not very attached to this one, but I doubt it has much worth secondhand. Although with the spare PCB, actually, it's basically a new kit. You can just throw away this old PCB, and then you've got everything you need to do it fresh. without like unsoldered, parts that have been unsoldered, resoldered, getting a bit worn out. No, that's it. I'll probably just end the stream here. Could transition into something. I had a huge mistake drawing circle that I'm now just going to fill into a black circle, which will be the base for something else. Start doing that. I will need to go to the shops soon. Or should I go to shops now? Fuck. This one got all fucked up, so I'm just filling it into a black circle. You can't really see it on camera, but it has a nice pattern with the brush pen. Episode 3 of Staircase. This guy is guilty as fuck. Guilty as fuck. Actually, maybe I should get off because this is all still called keyboard stream. Probably shouldn't jumble it too much, And my back hurts anyway. I should probably go for a walk and stretch it out. I will do that. Bye.